Okay, we are going to be here in Excel skill 4.5. I kind of got a little ahead of myself in the last skill and showed you 4.4 changing the chart design, and then 4.6 changing the chart type we already covered in the last lesson too. So really we're just going to focus on 4.5 here, which is changing the chart layout. There's a number of different things that you can do to your chart. If you select your chart, if I'm not selecting it, I don't have the options here, but as soon as I select my chart, I have my chart tools up here. If I go to the layout tab, there's all kinds of options you have here in the labels section. We're just going to focus on those. You can play around with the other things if you like. One is a chart title. You can add a title to your chart. You can say center overlaid, which puts it inside your chart or above the chart, and if you just click in there, you can edit it. You know, earnings. There's my chart title. Axis titles you can have also. The horizontal axis, you can put it down there and give it a name. You could say quarters, I guess. You can add the vertical axis. There's a number of different ways to put that on there. Rotated would be, you know, up and down. Oops. Vertical would be like that. So play around with those. There's the legend, which is basically what you see right here. This is the legend. It gives you the definitions for each of the columns. You have options for there. You can turn it off. That might be kind of confusing if you don't know what each bar represents. Show it at the right is what we had. You might often find yourself putting it at the bottom. That's kind of nice too. I'm just going to take this vertical axis off because it's bothering me, and the horizontal one too. So that's your legend. Data labels, you can see, put those on and it puts the actual values that the bar represents. Now they can get kind of pieced together. You can always move these too. You click on one, then drag and move it. You can see that works a little better. So that's if you want to see the actual numbers behind them. You can turn those on or off. And then the data table, which is basically puts in all where the data comes from into your chart. You can add that in there too. So that's kind of ways to affect the layout or to change the layout for your chart. Let's see, your code word is going to be take, T-A-K-E, and that's going to cover it for this skill.